Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It's that time again, time for lessons in leadership. So again, I want to thank you, everybody that watches on YouTube, everybody that follows along, watching wherever you're watching, however you're following. Thank you very much on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. Thank you very much. And of course, the website. So this episode of Lessons in Leadership is knowing the difference between strategy and tactics. Strategy and tactics. Now, if you've been in the military, you hung around people that have been in the military, wait 5 minutes, somebody will tell you. They'll tell you. I know I'm notorious for that, especially when they start using the word strategy as a tactic. Whatever they say that's a strategy, they're actually trying to say that's the tactic. And every once in a while, we need to remind ourselves that no, strategy is strategy. That's the big picture. And tactics is what it takes to create or to paint that picture. So without further delay, let's move in. A strategy. Strategy is defined as a plan of action or policy designed to achieve a major or overall aim, goal, achieve that mission, achieve that vision. That's the strategy. It's the plan of action. It's the plan of action. Now, when it comes to tactics, well, it's the action or strategy carefully planned to achieve a specific end. Okay, so it's actually doing, making it happen. The plan is the what and the how. And the tactic is the doing and the doing. And the tactic could be broken down. When it comes to strategy, it could be broken down to smaller components. But just realize that the tactic is the big how, the why. There we go. So as I mentioned, strategy is the why. And why does this need to be achieved? Why does this need to be done? Why do we have to have this mission? And the tactics are the how we're going to achieve this mission, how we're going to achieve the vision, how we're going to reach our goals. Those are the tactics. Okay, now they vary. Again, they vary. Now, when it comes to strategy versus tactics, the strategy is the planning, as I mentioned. It's that time we put pen to paper and we're writing it out. And we're going to do this and we want to do that and we'd like to do this. And once you get it all out, it's a really nice looking plan. Very nice looking plan. And then when it comes to, well, being tactical in that respect, well, the tactics is the doing, the executing, the making it happen. And sometimes we try to stick to the plan as much as possible. It's not always going to happen. Why? Because there's always that X factor. And what is the X factor? It's the real world. The real world. Because when we're sitting there planning, we're planning in a perfect scenarios all the time. Sure, we might build in some contingencies, but not every contingency is accounted for. So realizing that, then we can start making better strategies and executing better plans on our tactics. Now, all of that being said, again, let's look at the strategy. Strategy, it's the large scale. In the military, we call it the operations order, the operations order. It's the big picture. It's what we want to do. And here's all the resources you have to achieve it and to succeed. The tactics are the small scale operations, the hit and run, the strike when the iron's hot kind of thing. It's the piece of the puzzle. See, because the strategy is that large-scale, big picture, right? And the tactics are the small piece of the puzzle, and you're getting there, and you're filling in, you're completing goal 1, you're achieving mission 1, mission 23 is over here, and goal 5, and so on and so on. And then before you know it, you completed the mission, you completed the vision, you've achieved the strategy, and the strategy worked because you executed on these small plans, these small operations, these small scale operations, one piece at a time. So let's look at it in the sense of time frame. Strategy, it's built over a long time frame. You've got to begin, you got to plan, you got to practice, then you execute, and then if you have to adjust, you make your adjustments. So the strategy is all of that. Meanwhile, the tactics are that short time frame, piece by piece component of the strategy. So realize that when it comes to time, yes, it might seem like it's a long time to complete the tactic, or the tactic component, but realize it's even longer to complete the strategy because there's a life cycle for any strategy. There's the birth of the plan, the development of the plan, the putting the plan in place, and then executing on that plan. And how long will that take? So remember, it's all about the strategy is the mission, is the vision, is the big picture. The tactics, well, those are the small goals, and you got to get from point A to point B before you get to C. From A to C, you have to go to B. But there might be sub A1, A2, and AA, A3A, A3B, and so on until we get to B, and then we go to C, and so on all the way to Z. There's always a plan, and there's always a tactic, and the goals are always there, and the sub goals, and the little achieve the objectives. They're there as well. But again, it's the mission, the vision, and how do we get there? By executing on those goals, and that's the tactic. And that's the tactic. So what do you think about what I just talked about here with the strategy versus tactics? Did I miss something, or is it pretty clear now? I mean, if you've got something, you got a question, leave your comments. Leave your comments below, or don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow along, subscribe, and then don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I post. And listen, don't forget to comment. So again, I thank you for watching. Thanks for making it this far. Until next time, I'm Dave Guerra, author of The Walking Leader, and this has been Lessons in Leadership, Strategy versus Tactic.